Now look, the world of hip hop always been surrounded by intrigue, power, and mystery. But not many stories captured the public's imagination like the story of the passing of Ron Smith, also known as Uncle Ron. He was P. Diddy's former bodyguard. What's crazy is that Uncle Ron's death came just 24 hours after posting a video, of him making serious accusations against Diddy and Jay-Z. It's crazy because this wasn't public information until like almost a month after his death. Like I didn't know he died for, I think I heard about it, but I didn't really acknowledge it until really just a couple days ago. That's why I'm making this video, because like nobody really knew, like it's even on TikTok where a lot of things always go public. Like it didn't happen until a month after his death. That's crazy, right? Well, you better stick around because today we're going to dive into everything we know about this shocking event, and from Ron's allegations to the mysterious circumstances surrounding his death. Welcome back to another episode of Eyes Low, Belly Full. As y'all know, this marks episode number 32. And of course, before we go ahead and dive into the topic, we got to start off with our Zah Cigar strain of the day. And our Zah Cigar strain of the day is Peach Rings. A wonderful indica dominant. You know how I like my indica dominant hybrid, you feel me? But y'all go ahead and get y'all Zah Cigar utensils prepared. Put your ganja goggles on, and let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, before we get into the details of Ron Smith's death, let's take a look of who Uncle Ron was. Ron Smith, better known as Uncle Ron, was a well-respected figure in the security world, having worked as a bodyguard for some of the biggest names in hip-hop, including Sean Diddy Combs. Ron earned a reputation for his loyalty and dedication. But beyond his professional life, Ron was also known for being outspoken, particularly about events that he claimed took place behind the scenes during the height of Bad Boy Records' success. For years, Uncle Ron made accusational headlines for his revelations about what goes on in the hip-hop industry. However, his final video is what really set social media ablaze. Because as y'all know, on September 13th, 2024, Uncle Ron Smith posted a video on social media that sent shockwaves across the internet. Now, in the video, Uncle Ron claimed that Jay-Z and P. Diddy were allegedly involved in a conspiracy that led to the death of Notorious B.I.G., one of hip-hop's most beloved and iconic figures. Now, take a look at this.
Uncle Ron died on September 13th, 2024, but his death didn't make it to mainstream media until over a month later on the 23rd of October. But this isn't the only thing suspicious about Uncle Ron's death. Before Uncle Ron passed away, his TikTok page was a very interactive one. But after his death, every comment on his page has been wiped off, and it's obvious someone doesn't want any questions asked about his death. Uncle Ron had accused Jay-Z and Diddy of wanting the Notorious B.I.G. dead.
Jay-Z and Puffy wanted Biggie killed. Bottom line. You don't have to believe me, believe the facts. Here's a man that wanted to leave Bad Boy. He wanted to do his own thing. He mentioned several times how he was tired of being used and abused, that he was bigger than Bad Boy itself. Somebody, and we ain't gonna call no more names, dangled a bogus contract in front of his face so he wouldn't leave the company. How I know I was there.
According to Uncle Ron, Jay-Z allegedly wanted Biggie dead so he could take his place and become the biggest artist.
Another thing, Jay-Z wanted him out of the industry, period, so he could take over and be the biggest hip-hop artist around. And I wonder who's the biggest hip-hop artist today. It's all business, folks. And unfortunately, you as a fan, most of you won't understand. But it was all about the business. And the two billionaires have done what they seeded to do.
Now, as you seen in the video, Uncle Ron alleged that Big's murder was part of a bigger scheme orchestrated by industry giants. While many dismissed his claims, just pretty much saying that it was a conspiracy theory, it was some others that believed that it was some truth to what he was saying. But what's even more crazy is that 24 hours after Uncle Ron posted that video, he was found dead. He died on September 14th, 2024 at the age of 59. Now, while some reports indicated that he may have died from pneumonia, the exact cause of death still remains unknown. And the timing of Uncle Ron's death has led many to speculate, was there more to the story? Was this just a coincidence, or was there something more sinister at play? Speaking of sinister, here's some shocking details about the coroner named Ed Winter that investigated Ron Smith's death. Check it out.
What makes this more interesting is that the same illness that killed Brittany Murphy, Kim Porter, and now Uncle Ron, they all died of the same illness. And the same suspicions that surround the death of Kim Porter also applies to Brittany Murphy. Now, this story only gets crazier from here. The autopsy was done by the same coroner. Let me introduce you all to Ed Winter. Ed Winter isn't your typical coroner. Besides Uncle Ron, Brittany Murphy, and Kim Porter, they were not the only celebrities that he performed autopsies on. Ed Winter was also the coroner who performed the autopsy on Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and he also managed the case of Paul Walker. Now check this out. This may sound a little crazy, but Ed Winter's cause of death is listed as unspecified natural causes.
Now, Ed Winter's initial report noted that there was no signs of foul play, but he did mention that the final cause of death will be determined pending the toxicology results. And I believe many are still waiting for the toxicology results from his office. And after the news of Uncle Ron's death, of course, social media went ahead and started the debates, theories, and tributes. Now, some believe that Uncle Ron's death was part of a larger cover-up, and some did not want to jump to conclusions. But there were some people close to Uncle Ron's that definitely their antennas went up, surrounding the mysterious circumstances of Uncle Ron's passing. And of course, before we get to the rest of this topic, my eyes low, now it's time to get my belly full, baby. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. As you see, I got me, I went to go holler at the Suya boys, of course. My man Rich, if you want to play, definitely go get you some. I got me some Suya shrimp, jollof rice, and also some green beans. You already know it's a pescatarian thing. If you're in the Silver Spring area, definitely go holler at the Suya boys and get you a plate. You feel me? The link to their Instagram is going to be in the description below. Now let's get back to the topic. As of right now, neither Jay-Z or Diddy has made any statements regarding Uncle Ron's passing or any of the allegations he made. And this silence pretty much fueled further speculations. Now, even though official reports say that Uncle Ron died of natural causes, some, think that he was silenced because of the information that he put out and the statements he made on social media. It's important to separate speculations from facts. You feel what I'm saying? Without concrete evidence, we can't start jumping conclusions. However, the public is demanding answers more than ever right now. So what happens next? Many are calling for a further investigation about Uncle Ron's death and also the allegations he made before passing. We don't know if the police are going to act upon that or not.
Why would Puff rent studio time? Come on, man. Look, you got to look at what people do, man. You know Pac just got killed. It ain't no kind of business Big was doing. Big couldn't even walk. He couldn't run. They was pushing him around in a wheelchair, brother. Why the hell would you rent studio time in L.A. for him to finish your album when, in fact, you got your own studio, Daddy's house? Let's keep it a buck. Let's stop this bullshit, man. Let's stop doing these interviews, man, about this shit. Because people ain't getting it. He did not want the beef with the Crips. Puff ain't want the beef with the Dog Pound, Snoop them or whatever. Big started that beef. You understand what I'm saying? Puff ain't want none of that beef. So what I'm going to do is, y'all want the sheep? I'm going to put them out the pasture. Catch them if you can. If you the wolf, if you got that wolf in you, catch them if you can.
Now, the death of Uncle Ron is a reminder of the complex and dark realities behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. As more details come to light, the world will be watching. Trust me. Now, I want to hear y'all thoughts on this situation. What do y'all think happened to Uncle Ron? Really happened to Uncle Ron, right? Go ahead and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And also, if this video resonated with you, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and click that like button. And for more episodes, go ahead and subscribe and click that bell notification so you'll be notified. Y'all be safe. Peace.